Hello and welcome to the Manifested e-learning platform. The subject is governance and compliance audit. Today we are going to analyze evidence gathering techniques that auditors use to gather evidence, because we know that auditors use a variety of evidence gathering techniques to collect sufficient and appropriate evidence to form an opinion on an organization's governance and compliance. To gather evidence, the auditor requires to use certain techniques. And one such technique is inquiry. Inquiry. To inquire. It involves seeking information from knowledgeable people, both inside the organization and outside the organization. And that can be done through formal written requests, or it can be done through informal discussions, through interviews with the board of directors, with the management, with the employees, and so on. But the purpose for inquiry is to gain an understanding of processes, of controls, and also potential risks. And an inquiry can be used to corroborate other evidence. For example, an auditor might interview a data privacy officer to understand how a company handles personal data, or the auditor may speak to the IT manager about network security controls. So that is inquiry. Taking information from knowledgeable people either within the organization or outside the organization. That is one technique. The second technique is inspection. Inspection is the examination of records, documents, or intangible assets. And this can be done physically or by reviewing digital records to inspect. You can inspect digital records that are online, records that are in electronic form, or you can inspect physical records. And the purpose of inspection is to verify the existence, the condition, and ownership of assets, and to check for proper authorization of transactions. Understand? Yeah, if you are doing physical inspection, then you are seeking evidence as to the condition or the existence of assets and other tangible things. For example, an auditor might inspect a company's financial records to confirm that all expenses are properly documented and also approved. Inspecting. They might also physically inspect a server room to ensure security controls like restricted access are in place. Inspection. The third technique is known as observation. To observe, to watch. It is the act of watching a process or a procedure being performed by others in order to gain evidence on how it is executed. That is observation. So what is the purpose of observation? The purpose of observation is to verify that a control is working as intended at a specific point in time, because it provides direct real-time evidence. For example, an auditor might observe an employee processing a new hire's information to ensure all required compliance steps, such as background checks or non-disclosure agreements, are completed. Observing. You can visit and see what exactly the employees are doing. You watch, you use your eyes. You get evidence in real time. That is observation. Then number 4, reperformance. Reperform means performing again. It involves the auditor independently executing a procedure or control that was originally performed by the client's personnel in order to check its accuracy and effectiveness. What's the purpose of reperformance? The purpose of reperformance, candidates, is to verify the integrity of data and the reliability of controls. For example, an auditor may recalculate a financial report to ensure there are no mathematical errors, or the auditor may independently run a system query to verify that access controls are correctly restricted. Okay? Are correctly restricting, for example, user permissions. You understand? Performance, doing it again, doing it yourself. Then, of course, number 5, you have analytical review, analytical review of procedures. This is another way of gathering evidence, conducting analytical procedures, which involve the analysis of plausible relationships among financial and non-financial data to identify unusual fluctuations or relationships. For example, an auditor can come up with ratios, comparing items of data so that you can identify if there are any anomalies or unusual occurrences and so on. So the purpose here is to identify areas of potential risk that require further investigation. For example, an auditor may compare the organization's compliance training completion rates to industry benchmarks to see if there are any significant deviations that could indicate a governance issue. So these are 5 techniques that governance auditors may use to gather evidence. 1, inquiry. 2, inspection. 3, observation. 4, reperformance. 5, analytical procedures. And candidates, that is the end of our today's lesson on gathering audit evidence. The lesson is evidence gathering techniques. We say that an auditor uses a variety of techniques. To do what? To gather audit evidence in order to collect sufficient and appropriate evidence that is then used to form a conclusion on an organization's governance and compliance. Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye.